No, it doesn't look that good right now, but watch this.
I am super jealous of Uncle Roger here. He gets to play with Guga's torch in the backyard. Now I want my own torch.
You like my meat?
Love to beat it. Love to beat it.
This is a family channel, Uncle Roger.
A good family will beat meat together.
Chef Tsao here, not your typical chef, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Sous Vide Everything, Uncle Roger Tries My Steak, featuring Mr. Nigel Ung. Before I go on with today's episode, I do wanna give a special shout out to my newest sous chef level patrons, Chef Zachary Zietlow, Kai Scharf, Ian Turley. Guys, thank you so much for your support, and for those of you who are watching, remember, by becoming a patron, you get to take advantage of some awesome perks like early access to new episodes, but most importantly, patron exclusive content.
As you already know, Uncle Roger is about to try one of my insane steaks experiment. And his expression will tell you everything. Let me show you how it was made. Nice. Because everything starts off with this XO sauce. Now this takes MSG to a whole new level. It is an umami-packed sauce. And it's all for one reason. To make things taste better. Just like Worcestershire sauce is made out of anchovies. This sauce has a lot of hints of seafood.
XO sauce is just a classic, if I'm not mistaken, Southern Chinese, Cantonese sauce. We made it from scratch at my old Chinese takeout restaurant that I had accidentally inherited. I know you guys are dying to hear that story. It's coming. It's coming. It's a lot of work, and it's not a cheap sauce. Anyway, as far as XO sauces go, the Lee Kum Kee brand is pretty damn good.
At the same time, with things that has a lot of umami, they do not smell that great. And this one reminds me of stinky fish. Now, in order to cook Uncle Roger a steak, we gotta need steaks. And for today's cook, I chose these 3 beautiful New York strip. As you can see, they have a good amount of marbling on them.
Good.
They're also 1.5 inches thick and just perfect for today's experiment.
1.5 inch steaks, you know, I find that thinner steaks are easier in the sense that as long as you have a ripping hot pan, by the time both sides are seared, it's pretty much good to go. Like the middle will be anywhere from medium rare to medium. A thicker steak like this is a little trickier because you're dealing with a greater mass and you have to have a bit more experience making sure you hit the right internal temperature. You can easily do that with a thermometer and or touch. But the thing with a thick piece like this is it's going to need more time to hit the desired internal temperature. So whether you're searing it on a cast iron pan and finishing it in the oven, and or just starting it on the hot side of the grill and then moving it to a part that's cooler, that's the way to go about it if you do it in a grill.
The first thing to do is to get them seasoned. For that, I went ahead with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and a good amount of garlic powder.
Garlic powder, I'm down with that. I like to stick with just black pepper and salt, but to each their own.
This first one right here is going to be our control. I'm going to be doing absolutely nothing with it. Now the second one, as you see, it's going to have a different treatment. For that, I'll be making a compound butter.
Nice.
There's something very special whenever you combine butter and steak together.
Compound butter, let's just simplify it, and it's super easy. It's basically a flavored butter. You can pretty much put anything in there. Maybe I should be careful when I say that because didn't Rachel Ray and Jamie Oliver say something like that?
To make this compound butter is super easy. Into a bowl with bleach plastic, I added a good amount of butter.
That's it.
Followed
softened butter,
the XO sauce. Mixed
softened
everything
butter,
well and combined. Then I removed it from the bowl.
Put in whatever flavoring.
And it was now ready to be solidified.
Into the fridge, and then slice it, and you put that on top of protein, vegetables, whatever you want. You can put fresh herbs in there. You can put a little bit of lemon juice and fresh lemon zest. There's really very little limits when it comes to compound butter.
As after about 30 minutes, there you have it. XO compound butter. And hopefully this is going to be fantastic. We'll soon find out. Because the only thing left to do is to bag it up, vacuum sealed it, and it is now ready. Now for the third steak, on the other hand, we're going to be doing something different. And that is to add a good amount of XO sauce right on top. I'm talking about a ridiculous amount. And you know what they say.
The first thing I think of when I see that is, that looks very expensive. but we also know that Guga spares no expense when it comes to his experiments.
Because take a look at this thing. It is a ridiculous amount of XO sauce. We'll see what Uncle Roger thinks about it real shortly. As now all I have to do is to add it to the bag, vacuum sealed it, and it is now ready for sous vide. Talking about that, I'll be cooking all of the steaks at 129 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours.
Right.
And I hope that they're gonna taste really good. Because if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know one thing I always like to do is...
Before we get to that, so, you know, he's gonna sous vide at 129 degrees for X amount of hours. 130, 135 is that mid-rare point, so taking it to 129, you know, getting your steak sous vide to 129 degrees is definitely on the the rarer side of medium rare. He's definitely gonna flash them on the grill and or a cast iron pan, and by the time you get the sear, your internal temperature should be perfect, the perfect medium rare. So everything's spot on there. That on the screen right now, that is amazing. Stuffed jalapenos looks cheesy, it looks fatty, it looks like my doctor's nightmare, because he recently told me I have high cholesterol, like most Americans, for that matter. But yeah, let's keep watching.
However, since I got the master of rice, I think the ideal thing to do is to let him cook some for us.
Nice.
This
Put
container
him to work.
Nice. I'm not Asian.
You see that? You see that dry age box in the back? I am so jealous. That is so cool.
I'm talking about Guga in his own house. I bet Mr. Beast don't do this. Wash the rice. Keep going until the water not cloudy like this. You want the water to run clear like this, and then sure, you can always use finger method to measure how much water you need.
So the first knuckle, so your finger goes on top of the rice, not into the rice, and you want to put the water up to your first knuckle. Basically can't go wrong.
You use 2 cups, just fill the water up to the number 2. That's it. Put it in rice cooker and press play.
Time for that music.
It even sing for you. Rice is ready. Oh, look at this. Look how perfect and fluffy it is. Guga, give me this metal spoon. You're not supposed to use metal spoon in rice cooker, but it's okay.
It's fine. Chill. Y'all need to chill with that. From freaking out about that. Just be careful.
Everybody should get rice cooker, niece and nephew. This is Uncle Roger's first love. Rice cooker. Throw your saucepan out. Don't make rice in saucepan. World War II is over. Use technology. Guga, where's the steak?
Got the steaks right here, Uncle Roger.
Hey, oh, sous-vide.
That's right.
Nice.
Are you familiar with sous-vide?
Yeah. You just put in water. Uncle Roger gonna get a lot of hate comment now.
Okay, so now we're gonna take it out, and
part
then
of
we're
being
gonna
on the
open these
internet.
up.
Okay.
We're gonna choose a knife here.
Sponsored by Tsao Strong.
Smell it, Uncle Roger. Does it smell familiar to you?
Ooh, the shrimpy smell? What is that? Is that shrimp paste?
You like?
Yeah. If you microwave this in office, you're gonna scare all your coworkers away.
I've done that before, by the way.
Really?
Not on the microwave, actually cooking on the pan in the office.
How you cook in office? You bring your own hot plate to office.
Induction. Now, as you can see, Uncle Roger, whenever you do a sous vide steak, what happens is it's extremely wet. You see that?
Yeah.
So, you like your meat wet?
I like everything wet. I like all my aunties wet.
Wet's better?
Of course. You ever try when it dry? You feel like trying to drive through a desert.
So, one of the things we do...
Sorry.
How you take it seriously? Now, with sous vide, what we need to do is we put a nice, beautiful crust. So we must pat it dry really good, okay? That's very important. Now, this extra goodness here that you called it shrimp paste, it already did its job since this is our experimental steak. If you like it, you like it. If you hate it, let them know.
Unless you sponsored. So Guga say Tsao Strong very good. Is that honest or is that sponsored? Who knows?
I was using Dow Strong before they sponsor me.
Okay, okay.
The steaks are ready to go. The only thing we have to do is we're gonna put a compound butter on top of one of them, and we're gonna finish off the steak. We have a famous line, and I think you know what the line is.
I know it doesn't look that good right now, but watch this.
Nice! I am super jealous of Uncle Roger here. He gets to play with Guga's torch in the backyard. Now I want my own torch. Ooh. Look at that. Beautiful. You saw they did it on the grill. I did see some charcoal on the side. I don't know if it was actually ignited or not, but the steak is, for all intents and purposes, when it's sous vide, it's already cooked. The internal temperature is where you want it to be. So all they need is just a hard sear, and well, a blowtorch will get you that sear for sure. I want some so bad.
All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful steaks, Uncle Roger. How do you think?
It look good. And I like how you have the correct t-shirt on now. Nice.
That's right, I changed it.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for making the rice.
Of course.
Rice looks fantastic, by the way. And as a matter of fact, I think...
Wait, where's the stuffed jalapenos? Where's the stuffed jalapenos? I wanted to see the stuffed jalapenos. Don't tell me you're just serving white rice with this steak.
Correct spoon?
That's right.
You're fixing everything.
I listen.
The whole operation about to fall apart until I come.
Have you ever had sous vide steak?
Yeah?
Let's go for it. Okay, please dig in.
So do we eat it with the rice or do we eat it on its own?
No, on its own first so we can taste. Let's see. Cheers.
I don't know if you care, his plate is completely black.
That's fine, that's fine.
It's fine. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Not bad.
That's all you got to say, Uncle Roger? Not bad?
Very juicy. You always make good steak, Guga. Why so needy? You always fishing for compliment. Always feeding someone else. What you think? What you think? What you think?
Of course, you got to speak and let the audience know because a lot of people like to come in and they just want to eat.
Sounds just like my wife.
No, you know you're good at making steak. You don't need any external validation.
Fair enough.
You're doing okay, Guga.
Doing okay? You like my steak?
Yeah.
Steak tastes good?
Yeah, there's a few times like I will cook, particularly Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner. I usually always cook, and I'll go to my wife and be like, hey, how is it? Is it good? You know, because she won't really say much, and she'll be like, yeah, it's good. It's good. And I'll be like, that's it? That's all I get after all the labor I put into this? And she'll look up to me and be like, you already know it tastes good. I'm not going to do her accent. It's like, you already know it tastes good. Why do I tell you every year it tastes good? So what do you want me to do? Ooh, it tastes good. Literally, she'll do that. And yeah, just put me in my place.
You like my meat?
Love to beat it. Love to beat it.
This is a family channel, Uncle Roger.
A good family will beat meat together.
That is the control steak. I want to know if he improves or if he makes it worse. Let's see how it goes from up from here or down from here. Sounds like a plan?
Yep.
So that is our baseline. Let's go. Please dig in. Oh, we're going to go right in.
Okay,
Ooh,
compound butter.
smells a little bit different. Smell it, Uncle Roger. I want to see what you think it smells like.
Shrimpy. Fishy flavor.
Fishy, yeah, I agree 100%. What do you think, Angel?
I think it's pretty fishy.
Fishy, huh?
I'm not a big fan of fish.
What?
I'm just a regular fan.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh,
I think the fishiness add to it. This is the one with the butter, correct?
yeah.
Interesting. Uncle Roger like it, but I can see how it will turn some people off.
Yeah, like smells and aromas like kimchi or XO sauce or shrimp paste. When I smell it, I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. But I know for many of my Western friends, I remember growing up, and I'm pretty sure every Asian kid, every Westernized Asian kid will have the same story where they invite their non-Asian friends over to the house, and then you're like, oh, you want something to drink or something? You pop open the fridge and everybody just goes like, whoa, what the fuck is that smell?
Even though it has a fishy smell, it doesn't have like a fishy flavor. Maybe a little bit more umami, but at the same time, do you think a lot of people will like this?
I think in Western country, no.
I think yes, because I'm very picky. And that's very subtle, the amount of flavor that it actually like changes. I think it'll do well.
I think that it smells fishy, but it doesn't taste fishy.
That's the best combination. All the single nephew out there, they know what I mean. You want to smell, but not to taste. Sorry, children. This is family-friendly channel.
I must say it's very tasty, and I can see you're heating the rice.
Of course.
Love
rice.
Now, I'm gonna judge your rice now because you've been judging my steak. Let me see. Want the steak? Say what you want, but I think rice and steak is one of the best combinations.
Rice and XO sauce. Cha, and then you add some steak on top of that? Yeah, sign me up.
Let's let the audience know. Did this one taste better than Control for you?
This one hot. I prefer the second one.
Wow. How about you, Angel?
I think they're both on the same level. You know how we always say sometimes it's what you're in the mood for. It's not really which one is better. I think that this is the right scenario for that.
Here's what it's perfect for because it's a compound butter. You can put half of the steak and the other half not put it.
What's the difference between compound butter and butter?
It has stuff inside.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's go for the third steak, everybody. A lot of
Listen,
things on this
very
video we had to
curious
cut
about.
out because then
Let's check it
Karaja
out.
is...
A little bit of a bad uncle.
All right, let's go for that last steak and you let me know. Please, dig in. Yes.
Fishy smell again, even stronger.
Well, let's find out. Cheers.
Well, yeah,
Cheers.
it's been vacuum sealed with it.
This one is actually a little bit fishy.
Smell and taste fishy.
I'm not quite sure if I enjoy that.
I think it's overpowering the steak.
This one had that subtle flavor come in. I thought that was a little bit better than this. This one, it's more, now you change the taste profile.
The steak no longer tastes like a steak. Can you tell what this taste is, Uncle Roger?
Some kind of fishy sauce type thing.
You're 100% right. I use XO sauce. Are you familiar with XO sauce? Yeah.
Chinese cooking, classic ingredient.
This one here, I actually cook with XO sauce in the sous vide bag.
So XO sauce, you know, there's dried baby shrimps in there and scallop. That's where a lot of the fishy aroma is coming for. I'm not going to get into detail. You know, that's a couple of many factors to why it has the aroma that it does.
I think we recommend you guys giving it a try to the compound butter so that you can put it in the amount you want.
Is compound butter hard to make?
Very easy. Just gotta put it, mix it together, and that's it. Done.
As long as you take the butter out the day before, I mean, it couldn't be easier. If you're trying to get it done in the same day, yeah, you know, the main thing is the butter's soft and you can work with it. If you guys don't mind, if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up button and turn on notification. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't already, make sure that you check out the original video, give that a like, leave a comment. I had a great time watching this. You know, Guga's, he's got his videos and his experiments down to a T. Always has a control and then the experiment, so on and so forth. Very cool. Love to see that these guys are doing content together. I hope one day I can do some content with Nigel. Last time he was in town, you know, he wasn't here long, and we just got to meet in person for the first time. He is coming back soon, so maybe we'll connect. We're not going to do any content together upon that visit. He's in the middle of his tour. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. And remember, don't be afraid to make mistakes because it can only make you stronger. And with that said, I'm Chef Brian Tsao, not your typical chef, and I'll see you really soon.